Thunder awakens. Turn to pick.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban.
Points away.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
Earth Spirit.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Now all we need is a hero.
it fits because there's no greater Goliath in Dota than Puppey, both in stature and experience. And you would be hard-pressed to find a more fearless David than Thunder Awakened, right?
Puppey's been the Goliath at every TI, right? There's a reason he's the last 11 TI man standing. And yeah, I've been playing against this Thunder Awakened squad for many years. Going back 4 years ago when they had no accolades, they didn't care what anybody thought about them. And now that they have a couple under their belt, they definitely don't care. These guys show no fear and they play like it all the time. Somebody's gonna die in this match, I'll tell you that much.
Oh yeah, I mean Thunder, they already are they're the killers, right? Of this entire tournament, they're the team that is gonna run at you and kill you over and over and over again. It's gotten them top 6 already into blowing the South American previous placements at TI out of the water. If they can go top 3, I cannot wait to see what happens in this match, because no matter what it is, no matter what the outcome is, you can guarantee it's gonna be a goddamn bloodbath.
Absolutely. These guys grew up in the region where the killers shine. They don't know anything else. They were born into it in a sense, and there's a reason why Pakaz and Dark Mago are 2 of the highest stat killers of this entire tournament. These guys win the game through sending you back to the fountain. Objectives be damned sometimes. They're coming for the blood. You have to be prepared if you're Secret, and if there's one team that can prepare, gotta be the mastermind himself. We've seen Heen with the drafts the whole event. They're clicking on all cylinders. They got the Zayat's Earth Spirit that has been extremely dominant in these route you situations. So Thunder Awakened dive too deep to get caught off guard in this game. Suddenly you're in a situation where Disruptor and Earth Spirit are chasing you down. The killers become the killed. Script can get flipped real fast.
Now, you were telling me something about a little bit of interesting stat about Secret and Thunder. Thunder, they have these killers, right? You're talking about, you know, between their mid and their off lane, bunch of killers. That leaves their carry to just become a beast, right?
Yes. This is a team built around their one position. Going back those old 4 protect to 1 days. Well, it's 4 kill for 1. But because he's soaking up pretty much the largest percentage of net worth per team of any carry at this event. And then on the flip side, Crystallis is down there at pretty much the lowest. So you have a dichotomy here where Thunder prioritizing their one position, playing through Pakaz, and Secret, Crystallis has had to take a step back because, again, they're playing more through Nisha and Rezo. And Rezo's a carry player himself, so he's used to getting a bit of net worth there, but it's a very interesting dynamic. And I mean, these drafts are set up to do that, right? They picked this Drow earlier. They're setting it up for this Leshrac to really shine and carry in this game. Very strong BKB timings for Secret as well. A lot on this Morphling shoulders, and every time I've said that, Pakaz delivers.
Oh, he certainly does. We're going to start setting up for the bounty runes that are coming in. You could see both Thunder and Secret are just going to be holding around the mid lane. We'll see if we get any early first blood action. But is there a particular hero that you're looking to shine on the side of Secret?
I think it's Zayat's, right? It's got to be this Earth Spirit. He has so much of their catch control, especially going in those mid-late game fights. Earth Spirit, if he gets some early kills in the laning phase, is a vastly different hero. And then if you can get to that BKB, he becomes a beast, right? You have to be able to get to these timings, though. Otherwise, you roll in and you're gone. So to me, it's really about how much Zayat pops off in the early game and gets to his item timings. It's really what's going to enable Nisha as well in this game. He can run in and be that frontliner, tank some stuff up, but need someone else to go in with him and help provide the control.
It's funny how we talk about Rezo being kind of a carry player, and he has certainly had some incredible carry performances at this tournament from the off lane. But at the same time, he's also had some performances with Zayats where they're just running around together. It seems to be, I don't think I've ever seen a duo of the 3-4 that is more tied together than Rezo and Zayats. They seem to be just hand in hand, running around killing things nonstop. Now, when it comes to lanes, they didn't actually set it up that way. We see Puppey playing the Disruptor. They didn't want to do a double melee setup. Instead, they have Zayats paired up with a Drow Ranger in bottom lane and the ranged Puppey here with Rezo, just to make their lanes a bit easier.
Yeah, it makes sense. It's running this double melee lane into the Morphling, you're not going to be able to pressure him too much, and you're just going to feel bad over time. So at least Puppey can make some noise up here, you know, gets a little stuff done. And then you get this melee range pairing for the Drow, which is always nice for this hero. You have a body to frontline for and tank up some spells. That's the name of the game. And this is going to be a pretty fast early game for Thunder. Whenever you play this Mars mid, you are really looking to up the tempo and take the fights around the runes with the early arena. You have this off-lane Pango, who's another very strong skirmisher, especially when paired with this Maiden, who also went in the off-lane. kind of a throwback to that old 4-position maiden meta. Of course, Pandamu is still bringing it up. Very high damage supports for Thunder Awaken. Snapfire maiden on the back of these two skirmishes.
Yeah, at the same time, though, these two team fighters, they're in a lane matchup where they're a melee hero up against a ranged hero that is going to abuse them. So we'll definitely have to keep an eye on both their CS and their net worth to see how they walk away from this laning phase, because I imagine they're going to have to be blowing through some regen just to stay in.
All about the early level advantage for these dual lane skirmishes. Matthew going to lay into Puppey here a little bit in the river. I mean, he has the move speed advantage.
Oh, yeah. He should just be able to run him down here. Puppey, at best, you can try and maybe swerve into the Roshan pit and hopefully deny that first blood. He's going to pop the Fairy Fire, pops the Salve, draws the aggro, gets the Salve canceled. A bash comes out. That's a little awkward. Oh, Matthew times it very nicely with the cookie. He had that one in his back pocket, pulls it out, and gets the first blood.
Yeah, the tip on top of it as well with the voice line. He was thinking that all the way through, had plenty of time to think about it. And very nice start for him. Again, that's your 4 position in the safe lane. Matthew, he's shown on this Snapfire. It's a South American specialty. Absolutely destroy you in these fights until you get to those BKB timings. So
yeah, you were talking about this hero early on in the tournament. You thought Snapfire was going to be one of the heroes that was going to be a bit more prevalent, and you said South America was one of the regions who played it best.
Yeah, I mean, this hero's just amazing in the mid-game fights. He scales as well. This new shard, I think, threw people a little off in terms of how the range interacts, but people are getting more used to it now. I wouldn't be surprised to see him pick it up this game. Again, the laning's pretty strong. A little mango smoothie for him. Yeah, regen it back up.
Matthew just wants to keep that pressure up. I mean, because is having a totally free lane. Though he's not actually stopping Renzo from doing well in CS. They're pretty much even between the two of them. So
that is the downside of chasing Puppey. You get the first blood, you enable yourself. You do give Renzo that one-on-one. He's had to burn pretty much no regen. I think he's used one tango this entire laning phase. For a melee versus range core matchup, sure, Morphline's not the best at using early. Renzo's having a great time, and
he's gonna go for it.
Kill.
Jumps onto Matthew, and the damage being done with the Thunder Strike, and one last hit is barely enough for Puppey to get the kill. Oh, and because of that, he's got his level 2. He'll pop the glimpse now because he's already morphing his strength, so he should be totally fine. But it's decent pressure added on to the carry.
And that right click, it definitely hit at the top of the damage range there. Yeah. He had Fairy Fire. I didn't think it was going to kill him, and I don't think Matthew did either.
I was setting it up to be like, and he barely doesn't get the kill, and well, apparently not.
And you get a free trip to base. It's not the worst. Big question is going to be this 6-minute rune. It's coming up in a minute 30. Dark Mago is going to get to 6 here pretty fast. He's doing a really decent job on mid, up in denies, up in CS versus Nisha.
Yeah, maybe he's been harassed quite a bit by the ranged attacks from Nisha, but he's made up for it by being a melee hero, having higher base damage, and securing more denies. So level 6, as you said, it's going to come in faster, and we'll see what kind of rotations are going to happen around that big time.
I mean, I expect rotations here for Thunder. You do not want to give this rune to Nisha, and you really want to use this arena, which is going to be up around the same time. Again, you do not want to leave a mid-Mars on an island for too long. You also have pretty independent side lanes. Sure, Pango was not going to pressure Drought on here, but he's pretty much free farming ahead in CS as well. Having a decent time when Ring of Health so he can stay in the lane. He's pretty independent, and of course, Morph is one of the better independent heroes as well. Again, Secret's just trying to weather the super early game storm here and get to their mid-game timing. It's up to Thunder to kind of accelerate the game.
Looks like they want to make a call here to go on to Matthew. Not sure what that kinetic field was exactly, but Rezo doesn't follow it up.
Is in the wrong end of
any of these side trades right now are decent for Secret, in my opinion, because it'll stop that mid rotation. They're happy to trade supports.
Damage, but Chrysalis, now that he's back at the tower, starts delivering some arrows back. Matthew looks like they tried to go on him and do manage to get the kill there with the glimpse back, but Puppey is going to be chased down by Because, and should be just a trade out of the supports. Rezo will put some more damage onto Because, but it's a Morphling. He really can't die here.
Not too bad for Secret overall. You're getting a lot of solo XP for this Marcy. Sure, Morph picks up the kill, but you're not stopping him anyway, and Nisha gets to grab the rune for free without getting ganked with this arena.
Yeah, that's super nice. The fights just continue in the side lanes. Apparently, the support's not caring about securing the power runes at all, as you said, and just focus more on getting these kills. Zayats falls in the bottom lane. Top lane, back to it. Glimpse onto the Morphling, really keeping the pressure on him. He's got raindrops though. Looks like he's gonna have to morph all the way to agility form, pop his Fairy Fire and stick. And actually giving a salve as well.
Doing just fine. They're a more annoying carry to harass.
Yeah,
than
seriously. It
Morphling.
feels pointless half the time, but it keeps him from being able to get CS. As you can see, the net worth between both the Morphling and the Marcy is pretty even, so.
These are very
good
even
job.
lanes. Puppy looking for that glimpse mid,
Yeah, that's a level 1 glimpse. Not
but
quite
a few
the range.
more points. And Zayat's also TP'd mid to get the bottle refill. Now he's kind of lingering around here. 7 minute, not that 8 minute rune timing. A little awkward for Secret here, but they're happy to control the bounty. There's just not too much side lane pressure on this bottom lane with the Drow. I think it's pretty hard to kill this Pango. Maybe they try bring Nisha down here, but it's just not a worthwhile rotation. There's that roll, but I mean, good luck, you know.
I feel like later on, the Pango is going to have a bit of a hard time with this duo specifically. I mean, he's dealing with 2 silences. Those are not very fun to play Pangolier against, but for now anyway, when it comes to lane, Ring of Health he got, he's doing exceptionally well. 3,200 second net worth. He's got the Orb of Corrosion, he's going to be going back for the Arcane Boots.
That was pretty much a dream off-lane Pango start.
Yeah.
This is not a hero that typically just free farms a lane like this. Maybe if using the back Drow is kind of slow.
Nice rolling kick back straight into the hands of Nisha. May be able to grab the Invis rune away from Nisha, but won't stop his own death.
And I think Thunder, tired of being the ones rolled on here, time to smoke top and try and get some action done with this arena. This is a move that really has to connect here. Otherwise, Dark Mago is just finding nothing in this early game.
Yeah, the fact that we haven't seen an arena yet is a bit of a shame. Let's see how fast Rezo gets out. Not able to get the rebound away. Will be denied by the arena walls.
Decent pickup. Definitely going to be happy about that one. Pandamu gets to soak the XP mid on a hero in Crystal Maiden that really uses the levels. I mean, this hero has dominated the statistics in terms of win rate. Start getting these, you know, Frostbite, Nova points up, whichever route you want to go. They really pay off a lot more now than they used to. So decent efficiency here from Thunder. To me, the big question is going to be, do they try and use this Pango ult to kick Drow to bottom? How long does Crystallis get to stay down here? Because this is not a carry you want to just leave down here getting solo XP. I mean, it's almost level 7, and he's just been uncontested.
Yeah, it does kind of feel like Thunder playing slower than maybe we would have expected. But you now have the level 6 on Sacred. So whether he's making a play on the Drow with people rotating, or he rotates to another lane and leads, we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, getting pulls off and stuff. Crystallis is going to be very happy with the way this is going, I think.
Meanwhile, Dark Mago is clearing stacks. I don't know if I've ever said that in my life, but he is in the jungle efficiencying it up.
Yeah, apparently he wants to try and get that fast Blink Dagger. And that makes sense, right? I mean, getting on top of this Drow is going to be so important.
To the impurities.
Absolutely. If he can find the Drow, start on the Lesh, there are no real saves in this game when that Arena Spear comes out.
Yeah.
There's no hard reset, hard dispel, so Dark Mago kind of has free reign here. I can understand the Blink Rush. It's going to be very strong in this game. It enables his supports. This Snapfire Mars combination goes back since these heroes were put in the game, and it's strong for a reason. It's going to annihilate these cores before they have BKBs. So I can understand them wanting to get that fast, and here's a second smoke to this top lane, trying to shut down Rezo. I think he smells what's coming, though.
Yeah, they have this nice high ground ward that may give them a false sense of security because they are smoked up, but it's going to break here. Puppy walks down, breaks the smoke. Very nice read. I think it's a combination. They picked up the power rune at top lane. They're missing for the middle lane a little bit. Rezo got ganked last time. He's like, I'm not going to risk it this time around. That's fair enough.
Part of me wonders why they want to go top with this move instead of bottom.
Yeah.
I mean, the bottom move is longer. It takes more time, but you're going to get the kick out guaranteed, right? If Crystallis wants to dodge that smoke, he has to leave the lane, and this catapult would have killed the tower with Pango just tanking up.
Right.
Instead, when that smoke fails, they get absolutely nothing out of it. Morph can stay up there anyway. It's like a higher risk, lower reward type situation.
Do you think that they
there's
have
a glimpse
answers to
potential
Drow?
here.
There is. He's going to run forward, gets a small glimpse back, not a big one, but they do have the stun follow-up here. Comes this Kisses, trying to create some space, and Dark Mago, he's going to be perfectly fine, and they're actually at the Rolling Thunder. Oh, a jump away from Rezo, barely gets out of that arena. They're going to have more TPs in. Crystallis actually a long TP, but
Another
will show
glimpse
up
in
and
two.
miss.
1 second.
Oh, barely inside of the range, and they're going to go for Sacred. Pango's going to die. They immediately threw down the Static Storm to make sure there was going to be no jump away, no swashbuckle or anything. And with the Drow Ranger here, it's time to put pressure on this mid tower.
Unleash, Catapult's still alive. They'll get the glyph out of that for sure. So that's going to TP back into mid as well. And the line being drawn top, so they're reading this move. Again, Thunder just not getting the exact fight they want out of that situation, and feels like Secret's stalling them out a little bit, which is definitely advantageous for them. Anytime you can slow down this team, you're going to be pretty happy with it.
Bounty.
Ancient stack, this is usually what the Drow is going to be spending most of her time doing in this awkward 10 to 20, 25 minute mark. Is a lot of time hitting Ancients.
Arcane Rune for Nisha. Cannot ask for anything better on this hero, especially pushing towards that Bloodstone timing.
Yeah, that's very awkward because you know Thunder wants to make a play. They just picked up the Blink Dagger, so the wrong move. They stumble into Anisha with an Arcane Rune, and he is not immediately bursted down. This could go badly for Thunder, and that would be a very bad sign for the rest of the progression of this game for them. But wait our time. Didn't hide the Blink Dagger at all, so Secret should know about it.
Seems like Thunder's just happy to keep the static as well. Again, no move to his bottom lane made yet. Now Secret's the one making the move to their off lane first.
Smoke
Very
breaks
late in this game, but
he's gonna wait for, oh, gets pulled out of it, and now the silence is ruining Dark Mago, but he does manage to get off the arena with the combination of the two supports, laying in the damage. Nisha, and now the roll-in from Sacred, perfectly set up, the bowling ball, knocking down all the pins of Team Secret. A bit of aggression from Secret that goes completely awry. Thunder, apparently their patience is well rewarded, tries to find a fourth kill in Zayat, but missed the spear, sadly, and will have to retreat.
they were all ready for that move. Instant call out, instant TP. This is all their net worth. You got to remember, you attack the cause, you attack the whole front. Just beautiful spellcasting to turn that fight around. I mean, this Warp is a little tankier than maybe they expected, right? He's got Falcon Blade, he's got Dragon Lance, he's got Shreds. He itemized to skirmish early and fight often. Pays off a little bit here. Of course, getting the Morph off helps, and
just in general going for the Morphling, but
yeah,
him getting off the Morph strength, like they needed a situation where the smoke breaks, but they're not spotted and they could get an instant static storm on him. Exactly. The Glimpse play gives him too much time to respond.
It's a hard aggressive move unless you can concretely just burst down a core at the start of that. Secret will pay the price.
Chasing after him, Glimpse back, throws the spear as he can, but he will die for that double damage rune he picked up. Do have the kisses still, but the roll is going to be able to get it on top of Matthew. No space to be able to cast that big ultimate. We'll turn around and kill Zayat, but Nisha will take the tower in return. Now they're going to try and chase him down. Now the kisses go into play with the Rolling Thunder on top of that. They have the Static Storm to stall up some of the heroes. Panda is there, though, to help finish him off. Nisha falls, Silence going out, and jumping from Rezo. His first big jump into these team fights, and he's going to clean up two here pretty easily with the help of Chrysalis, who naps both the kills.
Threat.
Very nice turnaround in the river by Secret. I don't think Zayat was expecting Pakaz to be behind that tower.
Yeah.
Rolls in, ults, he's like, oh, Morph's here? Not my cup of tea. Still, Secret get the tier 1 mid out of that as well. And the biggest beneficiary, Crystallis. He comes in and cleans up those kills at the end. Now all of a sudden he's the most farmed core on Secret. He's having an absolutely free Drow game. And remember, this is a Drow that can get powered up by Sidekick. Absolutely devastating in these later game fights. It's a Drow versus Morphling as well. You're going to cut through all this armor. This is going to be spooky carry for Thunder to deal with going into this late game. And he's got BKB queued up after Yasha. I mean, if he gets to BKB, he's a god, right? Almost nothing touches him.
Yeah, at that point, really, all Thunder has is like defensive measures, right? They have the arena walls that they can play around against the Drow, but they really can't kill her very easily. They do not have great physical damage.
No, it just comes down to how much network does Pakaz has. And he has a lot. He is always a lot more farmed than I think he's going to be. You know, you look at that, you go, where did he get all that from?
Did he get all that net worth from? He's at 8,500. He's got the same CS 4, 0, and 2. Well, that'll certainly help out.
Yeah, helps when you get the kills and nice fine mid. Quick little arena.
Try to be more aware of your surroundings.
Glimpse back. Really trying for this one. Nisha, does he want to go for it? I don't think so. Sacred has already popped the Rolling Thunder to ensure that we do get our Mars out of here.
Let's go for a ride. Death from above!
Mariska has arrived.
Now he'll get the upgraded frost arrows.
Yeah, we get that hypothermia stacks coming into play.
Reduce the regen.
Stacks coming into play.
Reduce the regen. So
Yeah, how
This is the
close
Scotty timing for Morphling, so
Yeah, how close are we?
this regen reduction coming out.
Radiant's bot.
Yeah.
This is where this disruptor
Killer
against
against Morphling.
he's growing his way towards that Aghanim Scepter.
He's not feeling too bad about that
Felt a
buyback
little
anymore.
far away, but every one of these fights has
He'll
these
get
objectives that
the
goes in
upgraded
Puppy's
loft
pockets.
arrows,
Yeah, we get that hypothermia stacks coming into play.
reduce the regen. This is the Scotty timing for Morphling, so
Yeah, how close are
maybe this regen reduction coming out.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
It's just so
attack.
hard to fight into the Aegis now.
Yeah.
This is where this disruptor pick, you know, he's throwing his way towards that Aghanim Scepter. Felt a little far away, but every one of these fights, every one of these objectives that goes in Puppy's pocket, this man likes to get rich. He
Yeah.
uses it well. It's a very pivotal item in this game because every time one of those jumps happen, maybe that Mars can live in that scenario and get his BKB off if he's not chain stunned. Well, you throw the Disruptor Storm on top. There's absolutely no turn.
Yeah, I just kind of want to see one fight where it's Secret who, like, either miss the initiation or are getting initiated on, right? The last couple of fights, I feel like Secret have set up the fight better than Thunder has. Where it started, how it started.
Right?
Yeah.
They're either jumping. I mean, Dark Mago got jumped a couple times this game.
Yeah, that was awkward.
But a lot of these fights have been Thunder smoking into them into the high ground areas, trying to take that fight. Now I think Secret's very confident to take the aggressive positions because they have so many BKBs in. Of course, I think Nisha is he's using up a lot of his rune luck this game, I must say. Another arcane bottle for this Leshrac.
Yeah, and he's got
is enough.
He's got a blink sight now. So look for this guy. He's just, I feel like he's going to see something and just go. He's going to blink, scythe, BKB, and, you know, chainsaw, whatever. Oh, and this would be a perfect opportunity. Kill the enemy carry, the best pickup possible. 90 seconds, no buyback, and they know it too.
Solid buyout for this, Scotty. They are definitely going to push the high ground here. Aegis still intact. Now his arcane rune popped for the Lesh, so he is.
Oh, Sacred. He wants to kill the creep wave because they know they can't. He has to slow down this push up into the high ground, but he put himself at risk of being glimpsed back or caught by the Earth Spirit.
I don't think Gooch is afraid of anything without Picaz alive. 3,000 HP, Blast Rig on top.
Next round of creeps coming in soon, so backdoor protection is going to fall in the tower. It's going to fall with it. Mago. Oh, pushed him back in. Oh, what an arena! And he's got the refresher as well. If he can line this one up, throws out the spear, but all the BKBs, all this magic damage is being ignored. Even Nisha able to blink away at the midst of all that. Crystal somehow ended up back up on the high ground. Not sure what happened there, but he should be fine. He's got the Aegis. Thunder doesn't want to go outside of their own base right now. Double arenas expended. 30 seconds left. Secret are going to call it, though. They're going to retreat.
If you get spear stun there, that's a shard spear with the level 20 talent, man. 3.4 seconds of stun on multiple heroes. Imagine he can land those right there. Secret World, I don't think they were expecting that jump.
Yeah,
because the
seriously.
BKBs were slow. They got him off eventually, but they really could have done some serious damage there with the double spear if it hits.
Yeah, let's launch that one again. He gets the spear. Look at the towers just like right there.
Oh,
And it falls right as he throws out that spear. I don't know what happened there, but that is just so heartbreaking for Dark Mago. It made her. I mean, it was a great play all around, no matter what, because they ultimately held, right? Where they could have lost the lane at Barracks, but you got to feel for him hitting a spear that good.
Lands. It's a guaranteed refresh double spear.
Yep.
Then you're feeling real good.
Then you would have held 4 versus 5, gotten a bunch of kills out of it. Instead, Team Secret walk away relatively uninjured and happy. 7,000 net worth lead for them, 24-20, 37 minutes in.
Picaz says no.
Oh, roll in, roll out, and Sacred.
Rolling again.
He's gonna try,
Roll out again.
but he just keeps rolling on out. You're gonna have to retreat and blink out, my friend. Otherwise, you're gonna get caught by Nisha. Otherwise, you're gonna go. Oh, the spear comes in. Dark Mago says hello. They're gonna chainsaw him a little bit, but they don't have the firepower. Not without Picaz there. And it's probably for the best that they back up to their base.
If Picaz was there, Nisha might have been in trouble, but yeah, abusing that high ground ward, which did not get killed. Zayat's just getting in there, placing it, getting out.
Oh, you talk about rune luck? Look at that item. Nisha just found himself a timeless relic. What is this?
I mean, sometimes the stars just align, right?
Yeah, seems like it. It's aligning for Nisha right now.
This always happens to mid players. You ever notice that?
Yeah.
It's always the rune luck, you know? The rune luck, the neutral item luck, but he's an absolute... I mean, he's still got a cloak. He's gonna turn that into something.
Yeah, we got the Aghanim Scepter now complete for the Disruptor, so that's coming out right now in the Courier. As the Aegis expires, Secrets still have big power spikes coming through. We got the Daedalus almost done for Crystallis.
This makes the rebound initiation a lot stronger, right? You also have this level 20 talent for Marcy. It's a decent stun duration now. You throw the Static Storm on top. It forces Thunder into a fight